Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. A big tragedy has befallen a young man unexpectedly. He never saw this coming. No one at all saw this coming. This happened on Monday. A man identified as Mr. Chidima, who owns a medicine store, had a girlfriend. There was a girl he was dating, and this girl was 18 years old. And on Monday night, this tragedy befell this young man while he was asleep. At exactly 2 a.m. in the morning, this lady, that's his girlfriend, went and poured fuel in this guy's apartment while he was sleeping. He didn't know she was even around, and neither did he even know that she was about to set the place ablaze. So she now poured this petrol and set the place on fire and ran away immediately. Unfortunately for this guy who was sleeping, in his sleep, that was when this fire caught up with him. And while he was burning, he started screaming out loud. That was when neighbors heard his voice and realized what was happening. No, 2 a.m. Most people are fast asleep, so people would not even hear on time or notice anything on time. So it was a scream that woke his neighbors up, and they all rushed in to help him. But unfortunately, this man has really suffered a severe burn, but thank God he was still alive. And they had to rush him down to the hospital for treatment. You can see him wrapped up with bandages all over. And when he was rushed to the hospital, he was there and receiving his treatment. While they now had to go and search for this 18 years old girl so as to get her arrested because she ran away from the scene after she had committed this horrible crime. You can imagine someone is sleeping, doesn't even know what's happening. But unfortunately, last night, 10 p.m. precisely, Mr. Chidima passed away. The burns were so severe. This is a first degree burn. It had really burnt him so deep, and then he couldn't survive the pains anymore. He passed away. It's such a pity. It's a very big pain. If only this happened probably early hours, even if it's still at night, but early hours of the night when you could maybe have people around or neighbors still awake moving around, then probably someone would have come to his rescue on time. But it was so bad because this guy was sleeping, and once you're asleep, sometimes you can't even hear a knock. Sometimes in some cases you can hear, but sometimes you can't hear. But this case is even different. It's fire. It wasn't making any noise, just hearing burns, and it was when it had got to him before he realized what was happening, and then he was already badly burnt. And before his neighbors could rush in, you can imagine where there is a petrol gas that has been poured in a particular place and you set the place ablaze. You can imagine the kind of flame that would heat up in that particular place. And that was what happened before his neighbors. Luckily for him, his neighbors had rescued him, but his burn had already gone too far. Right now, they've arrested the 18 years old girl in custody, and she is under interrogation at the moment to explain why she carried out this kind of a horrible act to a human being. His body has been moved down by his family from the hospital for burial. It's such a pity that this young man passed away in a very terrible way. When someone is sleeping, the person is helpless. The person can't even know what's happening around their environment sometimes. In some cases, You can sense something from your sleep and you wake up, but not in all cases. And that was what happened to this young man. It's such a pity that he had to go like this. Why will somebody carry out an act in this manner to your fellow human being? No matter what someone has done, do you have to retaliate with this kind of an act? Well, they've not given the true story or the detail about what happened, but notwithstanding, if she actually set this place ablaze as they have said, and she burnt this guy deliberately, this is very gruesome and it's inhuman to treat anybody like this. Look at, you can see that he was badly burnt from his head to the toe was bandaged also. You can even see his face. You can see the burns all over his face. So imagine the kind of pains this guy was going through before he finally passed away. Just putting your finger, the tip of your finger by the fire burning on the candle, you would feel a very severe pain, not to talk of the whole of your body from the head to the toe. That means this guy suffered in pains a lot before he passed away. Why do this to someone? And worse, when the person is even sleeping, you can't even know what's happening around you. This was a deliberate act to kill this particular person, because you know fully well that setting a place ablaze when people are sleeping, most times, only rare occasions, most times if the person is sleeping, most times people don't survive such kind of an act or incident that happens to them. People should also be mindful of the kind of people you move with. If someone should carry out this kind of an act, no matter what, you don't do this to any human being, because you are not justified for carrying a horrible act like this on a human being like you. If this person has upset you and you're so angry that you don't want to see the person anymore, it's not better you let go of the relationship, let go of this person completely, and move on with your life. Sometimes it's hard, but it's better than killing the person and then you walk away and thinking that you've ended this person's life, so you move on with your life. Please, if relationships are not working out, especially relationships where you know that you are not yet married, you're still working towards it, and you see it's not working out, please quietly leave and let the person be. There is no need of retaliation, irrespective of what this person has done to you, which may be very hurtful, but then move on with your life. Retaliating, you end up this person's life. Okay, right now she is in jail. She can't go scot-free for killing this young man. And moreover, he has his own family, and your family would not watch him pass away just like that and let the girl walk scot-free without being arrested. It is not possible. His family is in great pains right now. Taking this young man away from his family within the short period of time, it's so heartbreaking and depressing at the same time. I just pray that the Almighty God will console his family, his friends, every other person that knew him and well wishes around him too. And thanks to the neighbors who even made the effort, risking their own lives to go and help him. This shows that they are good neighbors. Sometimes you have good neighbors around, and thanks to them too for even trying to rescue him. At least for that few hours he was still alive, even though he finally died. It's such a big pity. Once again, may the soul of Mr. Chidema rest in perfect peace with the Lord. Please guys, for those of you that are in a relationship or friendship that is not working out, or you have been hurt terribly bad, please quietly walk away. There will be no need for retaliations or vengeance that will end up the other person's life. Walk away. The rightful person for you will come. It is better, or you people resolve it amicably. When you can't resolve it amicably, that's when it's better in that relationship just walk away, please. Because sometimes some people could get so angry, they are controlled with some kind of temperament that they can't control their anger at that time, and anything that comes to their mind, they execute it. Please think twice before you act. Always think of the aftermath, side effect of whatever action you're about to take. That is why most times when you are angry, please don't take decisions in anger. Most times you end up taking drastic bad decisions that would have very bad endings. Take a leap, take a step back, pause and ask yourself a question. Is this the right thing that I'm about to do? How will this end up for me or for the other person? Or what will be my own at the end of the day? Right now she is in jail. Who knows how long that's going to be for her, or the terms they are going to give her if she is found guilty. Please, friends, think before you act. Don't act in anger. Thank you everyone for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Once again, thank you and God bless you all.